Hello everyone. I know say you go don see this question or riddle or quiz wey dey for all over the internet. This particular question, e say some birds were flying and met a bird on their way. The bird greeted them, "Hello, 100." They said, "We are not 100. We need half of us plus you to make us 100." So the question, how many birds were flying? This question dey all over the internet. So today, I go dey show you how to solve this question from a mathematical point of view, which is the best way you fit get the answer to this question. My name na Moses from Mosaictutorz, a place where we teach mathematics to people who find am a little bit difficult, and we use Pidgin so that everybody go fit understand. So back to the question. Make I say how I fit rephrase the question in Pidgin. Some bird dey fly, then they come meet one bird for road. That bird wey they meet for road come greet them, "Hello, 100." They come say, "No, we never be 100. We need half of us plus you to make am 100." The question come be say, how many bird dey fly? We get 6 possible answers here. We get 198, we get 49, we get 66, we get 51, we get 101, and we get 199. Which one be the answer? So looking at it from a mathematical point of view, we know say if we dey find something wey we no know am, we usually call am unknown because we no know am. And if something na unknown, we go just give am one particular letter. And wetin dem say make we find na how many birds dey fly. We no know how many birds dey fly. So we fit just write am as the birds wey dey fly we fit call them B. This na the number of birds wey dey fly. We no know am, and na wetin we wan find. Now remember say when they meet that bird for road wey you call them 100, they come tell that one say, no, we never be 100. We need half of us plus you to make am 100. The first question na, shey the half wey they need na only that half dem go add, or they go add the half to themselves already? Well, you go get that answer for the end of this video. But now remember say the birds wey dey fly na B. So half of the birds wey dey fly go be what? E go be 0.5 B. You know say na the same thing as half B, 1/2 B. Remember say we say B na the number of birds wey dey fly. So the half of number of birds wey dey fly go be half B, and half na 0.5. Now if half na 0.5 and this na half B, then we don't get the half of this one. Now e also say we need to add am to you. Half of us plus you. That you na that one bird wey dey fly. So if we just write that you as wetin? As one bird wey dey fly. Now if we don't do all this addition together, wetin go give us? E go give us 100, because they say we are not yet 100. We need half of us plus you to make us 100, which means after all, the total will give us 100. So if we look at from math point of view now, it means that when we add everything together, we're supposed to get 100, which means when we add B plus 0.5B plus 1, we suppose get 100. This equation where you dey see for here, so now just the interpretation of wetin you see for here. From here, we never reach 100. We need half of us plus you to make am 100. The birds wey dey fly na B. Half of the birds wey dey fly na 0.5 B or half B, and then plus that one wey dem meet for road, which is 1, to give us 100. So from here now, the first thing we fit do now to collect the things wey be say dem dey together, wey they call for English like terms. If you see here, this one no get any coefficient, e no get any letter attached to am. Why these two get letter? So this one we no get, may go meet this one too, we no get letter. Why these two would they together? So we still get here B plus 0.5 B equals to, when this one come here, it become minus. So you get 100 minus 1. Then at this point, you add these two. Remember, so whenever you see a letter like this, waiting for the back now, invisible one. So This B plus this one is same thing as saying the one we did for here add to this one. So that will give us 1.5B. For you to understand this better, if na 2 dey here and na 3 dey here, you go say the 3 go add the 2. We know say e dey more advanced, no be like say na the straightforward answer be that. But for the sake of understanding, if you just add wetin dem dey call the coefficient and then put the letter there, as far as say na the same, please, as far as say na the same. So you put these two here, this and this will give you 1.5. Then 100 minus 1 will give you 99. So at this point, now relationship between these two, now wetin na times. Opposite of times, now divide. So you divide this one by 0.5. You also divide this one by 1.5, sorry. And that's simply because anything where you give to Taye, you must also give to Kehinde. So this one now, this one go kill this one because them be the same thing. Wetin remain for here now only B. So when you divide 99 by 1.5, 99 divided by 1.5, the answer we will get na 66. So our B na 66. Now remember, say we say B now the amount of bird where they fly. So we don't answer the question. How many birds were flying? The amount of bird where they fly na 66. So C na the correct option. For us to know if our answer they correct, we could just do a little confirmation for here. So if you look here, if you look back at the question, it said we never reach 100. We need half of us. Remember, say the people where they fly before na 66, right? Then say they need half of us. Half of them na half of 66, which is 33. So they need half of us plus you. That you na that one bird where they fly, which is plus 1. And when you add these 3 together, it gives us 100. And they say they need them to make us 100. We should say the answer they correct. Now, most of the answers where I dey see on net, they give 198 as the correct answer. Now, if you look at it without calculation, it look like say 108 they correct because 198, I meant 198 divided by 2. 198 divided by 2 will give us 99. 99 will be the half. Then plus 1, that one bird where they fly, will give us 100. And so it looks like this one also they correct. Now, why I say English at times, they affect our understanding of mathematics question. Now, more look at the question from the English perspective. We need half of us. We never reach 100. We never reach 100. We need half of us to make, plus you, to make them 100. Now, the half, what we calculate for here, now only the half we add to 1. We not think of the amount of bird where they fly. Another question now, the amount of bird where they fly, they relevant? Yes. Make I give you this example. Imagine, say, somebody give you 4 sweets. Your friend can't tell say, you get 10 sweets. You can't say, I never get 10 sweets, oh. I need 6 to make them 10. If they give you only 6 sweets, you go get 10. Not at all. If they give you 6 sweets, you go add them to the 10 where you get already. Sorry, you go add them to the 4 where you get already to make them 10. In the same way, we know if you just add the half to 1, we need to add the half, the 1, and the number where they fly before, which is why this particular one no dey correct. For this one, they only add the half and the 1. And if option no dey given, where this 98 even they come from in the first place? When you solve questions, you don't start solving from an answer you guessed. The moment you first of all guess answer before you start solving, you might be convinced to solve and get a wrong answer. You don't solve from the answer back to your question when you don't have an idea wetin the answer be. Where this 98 they come from, how we they get this 98, we don't know. they just pick 98 because they use man knowledge. If you notice, we didn't just pick this 66. We work them out until we get 66. We should say 66 now the right answer. Thank you very much for watching. If you dey come for the first time, abeg try subscribe so that when we post riddles like this, viral questions like this, you no go miss any one. And if you are a returning subscriber, we thank you very much, and we hope say you will continue to dey join us for our video. Please like, share, comment, give me suggestions, any questions where you feel like you want make I solve, just send them in and we will do what makes you happy.